Hey, this is ClashCast. My name is Rob. I'm here with Scott.
What's up?
And we're here to talk about the new update for Clash of Clans, December 2014 Christmas update. Lots of stuff to go over. We're just going to jump right into it here. It looks like we've got save multiple layouts for both your home village and your war base. That's fucking
Which is
awesome.
something we've been asking for forever.
Yeah, man. Now
I can have a fucking farm base.
Yeah. And then switch between layouts easily so you can just like toggle them, I guess, back and forth. It's going to be sweet. You can try out stuff and save it.
Which is going to change the game. It'll allow me to, being in a constant war clan like me and you are, we can switch between our farm base and our war base, set up for when we need the loot and don't need the loot.
Yeah, I think I'm really excited about the prospect of being able to test out different layout ideas, because it's such a chore to change. If you're going to completely redo your base, it's really like a time-consuming thing, and if you're not even sure it's going to work, and I don't know, just being able to toggle back and forth is going to be incredible.
Right, and if you're one of those guys who isn't original, and you just go to YouTube and copy someone's base, even that takes an hour or so.
Yeah.
Or you can sit there and do what I usually do, which doesn't always work. I'll spend that hour plus, and I'll be 2 or 3 wall pieces short to even make my base work, and that's even more frustrating.
Yeah.
So, and you always got to sit there, and at some point, I'm always trying to do this while I'm at work, so, you got to kind of throw all your stuff out on your map and have a whole row of wizard towers and everything in the corner, press save, and then as soon as you go back to work, you're getting raided. So it'll be pretty cool to be able to toggle back and forth between things if it works or not.
Yeah, I was just reading this too. Make copies of existing layouts and build new layouts from scratch. So I guess you can say, okay, I want to copy this and my current layout into a new template and then edit that one but not affect your other one. I guess that's what that means.
It's what it sounds like. I've always wanted to bring my war base over to my main base for when I'm trophy pushing. But there's no way in hell I'm spending all that time to do that. Nor would I want to keep that base. So,
yeah.
Because for the farming aspect of it, it's a horrible base. Every bit of my loot's outside, so that's not going to work at all. So that'll be really cool. As long as it's working like we think it is, it's going to be cool.
Yeah. Edit inactive layouts, which is cool too. Take a break, finish later. Yeah, so all that stuff's awesome. I feel like all that stuff should have come out like when they originally had the layout editor, but Well,
they teased us with it being that when they said you could copy your layout to your war base.
Yeah.
I can't remember which it is. It only copies your regular base to your war base, correct?
Right. It doesn't go back and forth.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty pointless.
I mean, I guess
it's nice to see them actually acknowledge that.
Yeah. Yeah. This is just going to be so much better. Like, I can see why they did the way they did. Your everyday base you can try out, and then if it works, you can apply it to your war base. But in practice, it doesn't really lend itself to be a real handy tool. So this is going to be awesome. Let's see what else we got. We've got level 12 mines and elixir collectors at Town Hall 8. That's pretty surprising.
Yeah. I could use them on my Town Hall 8 for sure.
Yeah, and I'm guessing they're going to be about $1 million each to upgrade. So that's going to be kind of a chore all in itself. I'm just guessing the level 11s are 500,000, so kind of makes sense to go to $1 million.
And then for those of us that don't know our accounts, both of us are playing 3. So I have a Town Hall 10, a Town Hall 8, and a Town Hall 7. And this is just one more fucking update. The Supercell sneaks in to where I can never leave Town Hall 8 on that account.
Yeah, dude. I have 2. I have an account at Town Hall 8, and then I did have 2 at Town Hall 8, and I just went to Town Hall 9 because I had nothing else to spend gold on because I don't have walls. So I pretty much just went ahead and went up to 9, and
Well, thanks to this update, you're now a Rush Town Hall 9.
I know, it sucks. I'm gonna have to like hunker down
I don't know if
and knock all these out.
I don't know if anyone's ever called a Rush Town Hall based on drills and mines and elixir, though.
Yeah. Well, plus the cool thing is that my account that is at Town Hall 8, I'll be able to upgrade all the pumps and mines, and then I'll also be able to get that second dark drill and get that to level 3. So that and which is another thing for this update. The dark elixir. I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but
it's all the same food group.
Yeah, you get you'll now be able to get your dark elixir drill at Town Hall 7 instead of Town Hall 8, and then at Town Hall 8.
Just allow me to bitch some more. I also have a Town Hall 7, and I earned. Well, my one we were just talking about, my Town Hall 8 now. So my Town Hall 7 is kind of a booby trap. But if I would have had this elixir drill at Town Hall 7, my life would have been so easy. I'm running around fucking in school as a Town Hall 7, lightning sniping everyone I can fucking find to get my Barb King.
Yeah.
So it took me forever. And I maxed it to Town Hall. For the Town Hall, I think was to 5 on my Barb King, and then took it to 10. Wash, rinse, repeat, and took him Town Hall 8. But it's a game changer. And it's not fair. And I want to cry.
Yeah. The main driving force on my account that I just went to Town Hall 9 was to get that second drill. So, which now you'll be able to get at Town Hall 8. You'll only be able to get it to 3, but still, that it just makes it makes more sense with the progression. You know, if you get your first one at 7, you can take it to 3. Get your second one at 8, you can take them both to 3. Then at 9, you can take them both to 6. So it just kind of like makes sense as you're going up. And of course, at 10, you get your third one. So
what I like a little bit more is the capacity is going to be bigger. There's nothing worse than waking up every morning to 450 dark, knowing that if you had just woke up to take a shit, you could have had more dark elixir.
Yeah, or waking up and getting raided like 10 minutes before, and now you've only got 200 and something dark elixir.
Right, because they can pretty much take all of it out of the pump.
Yeah.
Or drill in this case.
But let's see, what else we got? We've got level 7 giants coming to Town Hall 10. I don't even have a Town Hall 10 account, so are you excited for that? Do you even use giants?
I've never used giants at all. I mean, if you remember when I got the giants, because there was a time where we were getting raided by giants. It was like the trend for a while, giants and healer combos.
Yeah.
And they were annihilating us. And then I tried it over and over again, and I couldn't get it to work. So basically, I spent a lot of time and a lot of elixir to upgrade those, and I don't use them at all. I've probably done maybe 5 or 6 giant raids in my career. You call it a career? My unpaid career.
I use giants. I used them a lot at the lower Town Hall levels, but now I only use them for farming, and that's just to distract while my gobs are going in there and, stealing shit.
That's a pretty expensive distraction.
Well, you don't use many of them, but I mean, what would you suggest instead of giants?
I go gobs deep. I just shove them in. If I'm straight up farming, I don't care. I drop every gob. I don't use wall breakers or anything. If there's anything worth going inside, I will just drop 1 or 2 to the left to kind of distract the cannon or whatever sneaking up there, and then I will just power double finger a row of gobs, and I don't care how big that wall is. They just eat right through it and they get in there. And even if they just get destroyed, I mean, they're still going to sneak up to something.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper to lose a whole army of gobs than it is to lose 5 or 6, giants.
Man, I just don't have any luck with that. Like, I get bombarded by those mortars, and then I end up having to use a heal spell, and then it's like...
You just got to time it right, because I don't use any spells when I gob farm. I take that back. I will use jump in certain instances, with my Town Hall 10.
Yeah, I'll use that with my Town Hall 9. I'll use jump And for a while there, I was using hogs and gobs, but I've been trying to hoard all my dark elixir lately. Trying to get my queen to level 10. She's at level 9 right now. But
yeah, my heroes are really low. I just got my king to 12 2 days ago, and I'm already back up to 50k. Well, I guess I just spent some at war like 5 minutes ago, so I'm back to 45k dark.
Is that from raiding, or is that just from boosting, or what?
Just from raiding and collecting.
Sweet.
But unfortunately, using Go Wee Wee and then donating Go Wee Wee troops in a constant war clan, it goes away pretty quick.
Yeah, that's my other clan. We went from 1 war a week to 2, and I definitely saw the difference in my resources after the second war. But let's see what.
Oh, it makes it impossible to upgrade.
Yeah. Compact your clan to others in clan local leaderboards. I have no idea what that means.
It sounds stupid.
Yeah.
I don't even have any idea what that would mean.
I don't either.
Maybe show off with a family of clans. Maybe if you have like 5 or 6 clans or something.
Oh yeah. I guess that kind of can be cool if you have a family.
No, we're orphans.
We're orphans, though. I guess that doesn't really pertain to us at the moment.
No, but if it did, we would be at the top. So we'll just leave it at that.
Okay, right on. See, other improvements. Resume boost button to show how much time is remaining for the boost. Do you boost that often?
I'm boosting it right now just because I literally have like 4k elixir after giving all the troops and warring. But I did pretty much like 12 hours straight of Balloonian, so I was not necessarily profiting. A lot of times when I do Balloonian, I get a lot of elixir and gold, but I was going for the cups, and unfortunately I was raiding bases with like 40,000 gold, 40,000 elixir, so I was paying to play.
Yeah, that sucks, man. The economy's been so shitty lately. I searched for like hours today on my highest account because I'm trying to get the walls in with elixir, but I couldn't find anything, man. It just sucks.
Yeah, walls, that's all I'm working on 2 of my accounts right now.
So yeah, I've never actually boosted anything and had a maintenance break to where the thing would stop. So I've never experienced that. I don't boost that often, except when it's like a 1 gem. So.
Right, and I used to be that way too. Unfortunately, I know we keep saying it and going back to it in a constant war clan. And for those you don't know what that means, we war every day. As soon as a war ends, we press war again. So there's no rest for the wicked on there. But doing that, donating to the clan, because I have 3 accounts in the same clan, but only one of them has troops worth giving to anybody. So that one takes quite a bit of a drain. So not just my troops, but giving. If I don't boost, I go broke. So if I didn't have time to farm it up or go after loot the night before or during the day, which I was only here for half the day today, so I didn't get the chance to do that, you're broke. Like, I'm surprised I had enough money to make my troops for my first raid. Let some of those guys in. Some of them you'd see their level when you hit profile, but
yeah, you just look at their town hall level.
But now you can see that they got shit troops and just say no easy, so it makes it really hard to let those guys sneak in anymore.
Right. Yeah, because when they got shit troops, they're not gonna bring the stars in for war. So it's like, what's the point?
Oh yeah, just a liability.
I'm not here to make friends.
You're a badass.
Okay, let's see. Pending joint requests are now limited to 10 per clan to prevent spamming. Yeah, I've never had run into that really, so I guess there are some dick clans that want to fuck with players, and that's what they did, so they won't be able to do that anymore. So I guess that's good.
So what's that? Keep global from being able to have more than 10 requests at a time?
Yeah, like if you're inviting someone from global, you can't just keep inviting and fill their inbox. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. I wish it would just shut it down to if you invite. Well, not that I'm clanless, but when I was for a little bit, you'd click decline instantly. It's the same guy hitting you up again.
Yeah.
No means no. Well, here's something you love. You can start stop using the elixir on your walls. Since you don't have any.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not really gonna affect my Wallis account. But yeah, the upgrading walls with elixir is now available only with upgrading walls to level 9 or higher. So,
which I'm slightly torn on.
I'm pissed.
Really?
Yeah. Like if they would have stopped at level 8, level 8 is like really hard to get. It's hard to get all skull walls. And I know
I
I
got
see
like
people
61
do it.
to go.
Yeah, I've got a bunch. I've got like 80 something to go. It's like, or no, I've got more than that. I can't even remember now. I calculated it last week. It was like 86 million total resources that I would need to finish my walls, just a skull. And I was already dreading that because that's the only thing I have left. Like that account is max Town Hall 9 except for walls. So I have nothing to spend anything on. But now that after this update I won't be able to even use my elixir on the walls, so it's like I'm just going to be throwing it away again. I don't know. I'm pretty pissed off about it.
Well, yeah, I've been building walls forever because if you remember, I went to Town Hall 9. Like I pretty much skipped halfway through Town Hall 8 to get Town Hall 9. And 2 days later they came out with Town Hall 10.
I do remember that.
And I'm like, fuck. So, like a true piece of shit, I gemmed my way to Town Hall 10. And I've been
what was the
suffering
reason
ever
behind
since.
that? Like, why did you want to jump?
I wanted the fucking biggest toys.
Oh.
No one in our clan at the time was Town Hall 9.
Nobody was, yeah. I mean, I was like Town Hall 6 back then or something.
So I jumped up to it, from a mid-level Town Hall 8, and then Town Hall 10 comes out. And I'm fucked. So I was literally there with Town Hall 10 with non-gold cannons, super shitty wizard towers, pink and gold walls.
Oh,
so I
gold walls. That's so sad.
Now, as much as I regret it because it's so much work now, but I have badass troops the whole time. So I was always able to just kick ass playing, but I would always get my ass kicked in defense. So
yeah, now that my Town Hall 9, my main account is maxed and all my troops are maxed for that town hall. Like you can do some serious armies. I mean, you can get Golem all the way to level 4. You can max your Valks, your Hogs, your Witches. The only thing you can't max is the Minions, the Hounds, and the Golem. I mean,
you can max your Witch to 219.
Yeah. So it's like you can get some serious hardcore attacks with Town Hall 9 troops.
Yeah. You can do little baby go wee-wees.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm doing on my my account that just went tonight. I just first thing I did was unlock the Witch so I could start doing baby go wee-wees. And I got 3 there earlier today, so that's pretty exciting.
Nice.
Okay. Back to the task at hand here. We already went over the dark drill, second drill, capacity. We've covered that. Combat balancing. We got Archer Tower now shoots twice as fast. Take down weak hordes. So it's going to shoot twice as fast, but each arrow is going to be half as strong.
Which is the same amount of damage, but what that really means, when you have a half-hurt minion floating around in a balloon unit attack or something, or some barbs, those little fuckers are probably going to die really fast now.
Yeah.
Because they were already injured by an air bomb, or not that minions have ever survived an air bomb, but something, they're just going to get picked away really quick.
It's going to make those weak armies even weaker now.
Absolutely.
Inferno Tower now shoots for a longer period of time before getting depleted, but the load cost remains the same, so no more waking up to empty Inferno Towers hopefully.
Which has been happening to me a lot lately.
Yeah. What are your Infernos at?
I am one level from max, so I haven't maxed them yet, but
Cool.
which I don't know why I haven't. Maybe I should spend $20 or something and do it.
Let's see. Army camps, decreased hit points. I don't really see a big deal there. I guess that's some sort of balancing. I don't know.
The army camps has less hit points,
Yeah.
so they'll just blast through it quicker. So it'll cut down the difference between some go wee attacks where you're 2 seconds away from winning. That'll change because it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Because if I remember right, it's one of the higher hit point obstacles in the game.
Well, level 6 camps. I'm just looking at this because I have it up on my iPad. Level 6 are 1,000 hit points. So yeah, that is pretty high. What's something comparable?
Yeah, because that's why when I made that booby trap base I had a long time ago, I had my army camp sitting in front of that just to let those infernos just rape you while you're fighting through that.
Wow, yeah. So I guess like a level 5 barrack, dark barracks is only 450 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty. That's a pretty big difference. So I guess they're going to bring that down. It's probably going to be more in line with the barracks, I'm assuming.
And that's a nerf that you would never even consider happening.
Right. Yeah, level 10 barracks is 420. So I guess we'll see after the update what it actually gets reduced to. Cannons, barracks, lab, spell factory, dark elixir drill have higher HP. So I don't understand what the fuck that.
Well, now I'm just confused.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Geez, that's weird.
Just let it
What's that?
the wealth a little bit. It's just spreading the wealth a little bit. I imagine whatever they take away from the camp is just going to be evenly distributed.
Yeah. So the total hit points is going to remain the same, probably.
Yeah, so they're probably going to be sitting at 500 camps, 500 everything else.
And then it also says hit point values have been adjusted slightly for many other buildings. So I guess everything is just going to get totally whacked.
Thank you for being so vague, Supercell.
Yeah. Lastly, Lava Pup HP has been slightly decreased. So that's the Lava Hound nerf that we heard was coming.
Yeah. Have you even played with those guys yet?
Man, I tried to when I first got them, and I couldn't figure it out. And then they came out with that super lava Lunion attack with the 4 lava hounds, and I tried it a couple times and did okay. My girlfriend's account, that's like her main deal, and she does really well with it. But I just upgraded my hounds to level 2 on my main account, and I haven't even used them yet. I donated them to her during the war, and they did last a lot longer, so that was cool. But I don't have any real solid experience with them yet.
Right. I haven't seen it used in real gameplay other than YouTube to where anything was impressive. I'm sure it's a great troop, but it's one of those troops that at Town Hall 9 I probably would have loved. But at Town Hall 10 I don't really have any interest in them. The only thing I really like about them is the 90 slots it gives me. It makes building stuff a little easier.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I kind of want to take my lowest account and focus on air attacks, because my other 2 accounts I just do ground attacks. But I kind of want to start focusing on air attacks with my smallest account. And I've been working on minions and balloons on that one to get ready for when I do go to Town Hall 9, I can get the Lava Hound. But
are you just going to skip updating everything else?
Yeah. And just focus on that and see if I can like kind of figure it out, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing on 8. I'm pretty much skipping anything that's dark except for the Golem and the Witch.
Yeah.
Like I said, my end game is going to be go wee when I finally get up there. Well, actually, I'm probably going to start doing like little go wee wees or go wipes at Town Hall 8, and then I'll go to baby go wee wees at Town Hall 9.
Did you happen to see that attack I posted on YouTube today?
I didn't.
My girlfriend learned a new attack last night. It's so funny. She like printed out the instructions on a piece of paper and was like studying it. It was so cute. But anyway, she
Like making cookies.
Yeah, she brought in one golem, and she's a pretty new Town Hall 9, so all her golems and stuff are still level 1. But she brought in one golem, 16 Valks, and then just a bunch of wall breakers. And then she had like a clan castle full of wizards. And she 3-starred at Town Hall 9. And it was like, she read about this attack and she just tried it. And that was her first attempt. And so it was pretty awesome.
It works if it's a first try.
Yeah. But I guess you get the golem in there and then send in a few Valks to kind of clean up the area outside. And when that's clear, then you start sending in the Valks that go inside with the wall breakers and the rage.
Right, because they're not going to circle.
Yeah, and it just blows it up from the inside, man. It's awesome.
On my Town Hall 7, I'm focusing on just Air 2. But the reason for that is a war algorithm screw up with the war algorithm. I went straight to Town Hall 7, completely rushed, didn't do anything. I have a level 1 cannon. Just my bases.
Just one cannon.
Just one cannon, just level 1. And the only reason I have that is because that little bitch that makes you try to spend your gems. You know, that little red-headed harlot?
Yeah, dude.
Spend your gems here. You'll not need them later. Supercell is friend. But I ignored that bitch. I sat there for my 1 minute or whatever it took for that little cannon to bloom. You need a mine. Spend the gem. Yep. Fuck you, bitch. Waited for that. But then I did that. So she forced me to build a cannon, which pisses me off because I remember not having to do that. I might be crazy, but I don't remember having to do that when I first started.
Yeah, you can't skip it.
Yeah, she's not having it. She's totally against peace. Wants you to spend your gems and put a cannon up there. So I'm only upgrading. Well, I'm obviously upgrading my mines and my pumps. That's a given. I'm upgrading my camps. That's a given. I upgraded my lab. Upgraded my spell factory enough to get rage. So I skipped every fucking troop. No upgrading barbs, no upgrading nothing. Just went straight to my dragons. So I had to farm to get that barrack up to make dragons. So now I have level 2 dragons, level 3 rage, and the shittiest fucking town hall that you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, it's funny. So, everything's like crammed down in the corner.
And it looks very beautiful. I spent 5 minutes trying to make it, appealing to ladies, because ladies wanted to come over and visit. Some bases are very ugly or uninviting. Mine says, "Come on in. I got a few porches down there. Yeah, feel free to stop by.
You get some
3-star me. I know you'll 3-star me. So come on in. Fuck me up, but I'm coming back for you because I have a base that's going to fuck up war, help us get better matchups, and then I'm going to rape 2 of your bases because I know you're going to have some Town Hall 7s and 8s, and I'm just going to take this huge dragon cock and shove it in every fucking town hall that I'm near." Have you ever seen a dragon cock? I mean, it's got to be big. I've never seen it. I can't imagine it goes in like a fish would. You'd think it would just be hanging out like a cow or a horse. Have you ever thought about it? Anyway.
Oh, shit.
So that's 6 fucking stars. Technically 3, because they're going to 3 me. So really, I'm producing 3 stars for the clan and helping us get better matchups. So that's a fucking win.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wish I had 2 or 3 of these accounts because it's really throwing some fucking cake enemies against us in these wars. I don't know if it's 100% me because we got a couple other low guys, but I like to pretend it's me. So,
well, that was my whole strategy too with the no walls.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's really affecting the algorithm that much.
No, it's not.
Because
now that
but what it does affect is there's some really stupid players that think they can come and attack you with no walls and get away with it.
Yeah.
and you'll absorb 5 or 6 attacks before they actually take you down. And if I remember right, in this war that we're currently in, I think they're number 5 or 6, maybe a little bit lower, came down to get you before they actually took you out today.
I know the last war. Maybe it was the last war. I can't remember now, man. They all blur together. But yeah, one of the top guys came down, and I don't know if he maybe got a star, but I think it was more impressive when I was still at Town Hall 9 because it didn't look as threatening without the 4th Wizard Tower and without the Expos. Like it looked like it was just
now
total. It looked like a total cakewalk before, but now it's slightly intimidating. But
yeah, it's a little scary now.
Yeah, but still, like,
let's find out who this prick is that attacked you while you're talking.
Yeah, it's funny. The guy who attacked me today, he ended up 3-starring me, but or no, wait, there was the first guy who attacked me didn't even get 1 star. So I went back and attacked him and got 3 on his base. But he kind of had the same deal. He had walls, but they weren't like, sectioned. He had it to where it was like, he had wall pieces all around the edges, so that you had to drop on the edge of the camp.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
it's a freaking coin flip where you're going to get giant bombs with your troops.
Yeah. Well, luckily I didn't notice it, but when I hit attack, like you can't see the drop zones until you hit attack. So it's good that you can like cancel after you hit attack as long as you don't drop a troop before the 30 seconds. Because I noticed that there was a couple spots in the middle where you could drop, and I was like, should I try that or should I not? So I had 2 archers just to pick off, some outlying stuff if I needed them. So I dropped them in those 2 things, and it just happened. There was big bombs in both of them. It was cool that I was able to trip those at the last second right before I went to attack them.
You ready to find out who attacked you? It's exciting. Not only did this fucker from a clan called eyeballswithaz.com, this fucker's name is These Nuts. He's their number 13, and he dropped down to get you and me 3-starred us both on our middle. Well, in this clan, your middle count and my middle count. So this fucker, I'm number 1 in our clan on my main account. I think I'm dropping down to 13 and sticking it in him.
That's crazy that he got us both.
He knew that he had a shot of being shouted out on a podcast.
He knew we have a blood bond.
And his name are D's Nuts. But Sleeball only 2-starred him with 85%.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost attacked him until I saw that one with the walls that were spread out. But he's got one of those weird bases. It's a good go-wee-wee base, though. It's like got the middle section is all open. But the way that the first ring there is all sectioned off, it's kind of... I guess there's no defenses in there, though, so...
Yeah, so it's really not going to pull. It's just going to be awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I really have trouble with go wee wee attacks, and you're kind of new to it, is like the bases that we're fighting against right here. They're top. I hate star-shaped bases or any kind of strange shape. Like I don't know, like those fucking
like the flower bases.
Like flowered up, very compartmentalized. Mm-hmm. And those stars, I actually hate them worse than the anti-hog, anti-go-wee-wee style bases, because at least there I can predict what's going to happen and kind of control it. But in this shit, you don't know. I had no idea I was going to 2-star this guy, because I'm like, man, I'm going to get fucking pulled to the left, circle his entire base, like a turd in a toilet bowl, and just get flushed. Yeah. But I got him. I didn't get 3 stars, but
that attack was awesome. Anyway. Because he's got the level 9 walls on his inner ring.
Yeah, and I only use 7 wall breakers too.
Man.
Which a lot of people use 10 plus and go wee wee that I've noticed. I'd much rather have a fucking wizard than another wall breaker any day.
Yeah.
But anyway, apparently what we're doing in war is working. We're a relatively new clan. Not that anyone wants to hear about our clan all damn day, but we're not in your clan, so it's kind of hard to really say that. But we're at, just do the math of how long we've been a clan. We have 23 war wins, about ready to get our 24th, and we've only lost 2. So it's been pretty hectic, pretty fun.
Yeah, man. It's been pretty awesome. Other clans that I've been in, like, it's like, I don't know, the matchups we've been getting, they haven't been like a cakewalk or anything, but it's just been like everyone's pulling together, and it's been great.
Yeah, there's never any person that's, for a while, other than that one guy who just vanished, and I don't think he ever said anything. So that's our bad for not booting him before we went to war. But even people that should not be winning have been winning. And I guess the key, a lot of people don't really talk about what you need in a war clan to be successful, other than structure. You got to have dragons. For Town Hall 7 and 8, that's all you need, and they're a pretty worthless troop for everything else other than war.
Yeah, I hate the dragons though. Like I just refuse to use them. Like even my account that I'm going to focus on air attacks, like I'm not even going to mess with dragons. I'm just. But
you're doing that just to be a fucking hipster.
No, dude.
Don't be scared.
They're too unpredictable, man. They're crazy.
A dragon is not a fucking mustache.
I used to be the biggest drag hag there was, man. Like
this is
I
high school.
those things. When I first got them, like that's all I would use. I would bring them into every attack, even when I'm farming. I loved them, but
that's fucking impractical as hell.
Well, I know.
Bringing a drag farming,
but like now that like everything's focused on war, and you're putting all this collateral into this huge dragon army, and like you never know if they're gonna go fucking wily on you.
Right. But get it clear, if level 5 balloons were anywhere close to level 6 balloons, I would not be using drags.
Yeah.
The only reason I use drags is because level 5 balloons are worthless. I mean, that's the biggest jump in the game, is level 5 to 6. I mean, it's a huge jump from that. But there's nothing that touches drags at a level 7 town hall. And I would still say that at level 8 as well. Unpredictable, yeah. But if you're going to flip that coin, it's going to land on heads most of the time.
Yeah. I mean, I've spent this whole time, like I've been at Town Hall 8 in LexCorp. Since I'm not doing drag attacks, I've been working on my Go Wipe game. And I think I've gotten pretty damn good at it.
Yeah, it's been working out good for you.
And now that I've got Town Hall 9, I got the Witch, I switched over to Go Wee Wee. But, which kind of bums me out now that I think about it, because I just spent $6 million on P.E.K.K.A. to get to level 3, and I'm not even using him anymore. But anyway.
I have the same level P.E.K.K.A. at my Town Hall 8 as I do in 10, just because I've never used them other than the single-player Goblin Challenge.
Yeah.
But again, if I wouldn't have rushed to Town Hall 10, I think I would have used my P.E.K.K.A. So I plan on using Go Wipe quite a bit at the last point at Town Hall 8. So I think my Golem actually just finished in the lab on my Town Hall 8, and I'm just waiting to go to level 3 on my P.E.K.K.A. so I can start trying some Go Wipe. And it's not like I need it because the drags are working. I'm just getting bored as fuck using 2 different accounts with only dragons.
Yeah, man. The Go Wipe is awesome, especially on my smallest account. I've got the P.E.K.K.As at level 2, but my clan castle will hold a P.E.K.K.A, so I just use that for my high-level P.E.K.K.A, and I'll send it in first, and then I'll send in my lower-level one behind him, and it seems to work okay. Although no one seems to have max P.E.K.K.A anymore.
It's always been that way. I don't know if we just magically end up in clans where people don't use them. Because really, up until war, it was one of those troops like a dragon that made no fucking sense to have. I mean, what's the point? And you could snipe your way up to master with barbs and archers. You could do all kinds of things, really, without those heavy hitting troops. But now that war's into it, it makes sense to have these troops.
Yeah.
And especially before the loot bonus, none of that would make sense to send troops that expensive up there.
Right. Yeah, the loot bonus change was awesome. I wish they would change it so that you could get, since you can get level 3 P.E.K.K.A. at Town Hall 8, I wish you could get level 4 at Town Hall 9 and then max it at Town Hall 10. That just makes sense to me instead of having 2 stages at the same.
2 waves at 10.
Yeah, that's silly. It's just like 2 Wizard Tower upgrades at Town Hall 8. Like, that never made sense to me.
Right. Because I still... No, I just got 1 archer to go. But yeah, you did have a couple of them there.
Yeah. Well, almost everything at Town Hall 8 you get to go up twice with. It's been a while since I was at Town Hall 7 to Town Hall 8, but anyway.
Yeah, I was caught off guard on my... I was thinking it was a lot, other than walls, I was thinking it was a lot closer than I was. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to wipe out my hidden Teslas. Those things upgrade forever at Town Hall 8.
Yeah. It's really depressing. It's like soul crushing because it takes so long, and I think at that Town Hall they seem expensive. They're not really expensive in the grand scheme of things, but when you're at Town Hall 8, that's a lot of money. We've got a pretty awesome thing we're doing with our clan coming up, LexCorp.
Yep, and another one of our clan members, Rigoletto, who also does the Buy Forever podcast, set this up, so we're going to give a shout out to him. Yeah, so we don't want to steal the credit for it.
No, yeah, it was all Rig. Rig's awesome. Check out his podcast. It's on SoundCloud. But what we're doing is we're going to do... and
when you search it, it's Buy Forever, one word.
Oh, yeah.
Or you'll never find it. Dick Move 101 by us.
What we're doing is we're calling it the 50 and 50. So we're going to get our clan full, 50 people. Right now we're at 41 members.
And not to be mistook for the 50 and 50 granny orgy porno that I borrowed from your dad.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
50 attacks. We're going to do all 50 attacks in the first 50 seconds of the war. And we're going to document all this stuff, and we're going to put it on YouTube. It's going to be pretty sweet. We've only got a few spots left.
There's actually going to be a couple more because I'm going to have to take a couple of my accounts out since I have 3 accounts. I could probably do 2 of them on 2 different devices. Yeah. But that third one, I'm just fucked. So I'll make a little room.
Okay, that's cool. And there's a couple spots are reserved for people who have said that they're gonna, from Twitter and whatnot, that are gonna join. So if you're listening to this and it's before December 14th, we need the clan to be full on December 14th. That's a Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
And that's when we push the button.
That's when we hit the matchup.
So we'll see you in 2 hours.
Yeah. So Sunday at December 14th, 3 p.m. and however long it takes us to get matched up, we have to take that into consideration. The next day, when Battle Day starts, you have to be committed to be able to attack in that first 50 seconds. Otherwise, it's kind of a senseless act that we're doing here. So,
no, it's pretty easy to do this. What you do, because I know motherfuckers are going to forget. As soon as that fucking thing starts, the war, it tells you how many hours, how many minutes until war starts. You look at that time, you set it back 5 to 10 minutes before then, and set a fucking alarm. It's that easy.
Yeah.
Because I know people, sorry, sense. My bad.
It makes sense to you and me. Also, you want to kind of plan ahead and have your army ready so that you can attack at the very beginning and not, oh, I got to bring
There's going to be a lot of attacks with like six goblins and one healer. Say good attacks.
Yeah, it's kind of making me nervous opening it up to the public because we're such a serious war clan, and like everyone in our clan right now has their shit together, and most of us attack right at the beginning anyway, unless I'm stuck at work for some reason. But like, so some new people coming in the clan, some unknowns, like, you know, it's gonna make me a little bit nervous, but we're doing it anyway. So come join us for that. Our clan name is LexCorp. That's if you want to search for the clan tag, it's hashtag 89UUPYGC.
Or it's easier to find because that's a stupid fucking thing to remember. It's LEXCORP. One word, the little space, and then a cute little trademark logo after it. And we got a green and black shield.
But if you just search for LexCorp, one word, there's only 3 LexCorps at this time. There's only 3. And we're the one that doesn't suck. So we're pretty easy to find.
And we might have hurt your feelings if you're one of those other LexCorp fans, but fuck you. You can come on over.
Yeah.
But fuck your LexCorp.
Join the party. Oh, one has 1 member, one has 2 members. So, you know, fuck them.
Well, they probably don't even play anymore.
Yeah. So anyway, that about wraps it up for this episode, I think. You got anything you want to add, Scott?
Not really. I mean, we've been talking about doing this for 2 years.
Oh, yeah, the podcast.
And we've been procrastinating for forever. I got a pretty busy career that keeps me working 12 hours a day, but we finally got to it. We're jumping off, so we apologize for this one being a little hectic and all over the place. What we plan to do with this one, we really want to sit there and focus, since we're so varied in our town halls, kind of touch base on all of them. Town Hall 10s, Town Hall 8s, and 7 is where we're mainly at, but since we just brought these baby accounts back up, we traveled that road to get to it real fast. So it's not like we've had one Town Hall 10 account for the last 2 years and we don't remember anything. Right. We played it through before all the changes. We played it through the changes, and we played it through after the changes. So it's lucky we got to experience all 3 revisions of it, I guess you should say, because there's been a lot of nerfing and a lot of changes and shit. I mean, when we started playing, there wasn't an Archer Queen. I can't even remember if there was a Barbarian King at first.
I don't think there was when I first started. I remember when it came out, and I would have purposely avoid whenever I saw it. Like, I would just hit next because I didn't even want to deal with it. It just looked too badass.
Yeah, the first time I seen it, I don't know if I looked at like a friend's base or something, but he was sleeping there, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Because I don't even know if you can see him sleeping if he's sleeping somewhere else.
You can't see him.
Because I know you can't if he's dead, but if he's sleeping, could you see him?
No, not now. You can't. I mean, maybe back then you could.
But that's the first time I seen him. I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? Because I thought it was like one of the statues or something, like just something gay you could buy that was, just a napping giant statue. And that's just one more thing we need to see, just sleeping around. We got 5 sleepy builders and a sleeping giant now. Thank you.
Yeah. And a sleeping Archer Queen that can spoon each other.
And they don't do that. What if we could put them? Supercell, I know you're listening. Actually, you're probably not listening. If someone can listen and put this in Supercell's ear, if we put our Archer King or our Archer Queen and Barbarian King together, if we give them the spoon, maybe pop out some Barbarian Queen babies. Like a little Easter egg. They never tell anyone about it, but you do it. They just...
That's her new ability.
Pounding that shit.
She gets pregnant. And then when you launch the ability, she pops out a couple Archer babies.
Well, he does that too, so he's having like butt babies. The science doesn't work. It doesn't hold up. But But anyway, we want to, on that span, pretty much from beginning to end, we want to cover tactics, strategy. From us, probably mostly war strategy, and different builds and why we're doing certain things to with these bases, whether it's this fuck with the algorithm for war or how we're planning on raiding, like what we're upgrading, what we're not upgrading. Because I think what you're not upgrading is probably more important than what you do upgrade.
Yeah.
Because it could, if you spend time upgrading shit you're never going to use, that's another month or two that you're doing that grind for loot, especially with Dark Elixir. And you don't want to sit there and break the piggy bank, for some dumbass troops you're not going to use. I mean, I know I'll get a lot of flame for that, but on my second account, I'm not going to touch fucking minions. Why sit there and upgrade the shit on? I'm not going to touch hogs. Did I use them on my main? Hell yeah. I still use minions on my main. But I haven't touched hogs forever other than, giving them out.
Yeah, I don't ever, I just donate them for war and that's it.
Yeah, people love them. And for the lower counts, if you donate 5 max hogs to a 7 or 8, you can take the air defense out for their drags and it works great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the last time I really used them was when I was at a lower Town Hall 8 and I was still using giants to attack because I just refused to use dragons.
Yeah, I donated tons and tons of balloons and hogs to myself just to fast track me to the 1250 bonus, then fast track me to the crystal bonus. That way I can sit there and buy that 5th builder.
Yeah, that's the key though, is not rushing everything when you start. You can get that 4th builder really quick.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't skip the times and stuff.
And by rushing, that means don't spend your gems.
Yeah.
Don't let that little redheaded whore tell you what to do. She is a succubus. She is a tree clapping slut that will try to get you to spend your gems. But yeah, hopefully by the next time we're on here, we would already done our 50 on 50.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Already see the Christmas update. Is that supposed to come out this week?
Last year it came out on the 9th, so it should be out.
That's now.
Yeah. So any day now that's going to drop, and I have a feeling it's going to drop soon because
they fucked up on the Halloween update so much.
Well, yeah, the Halloween update came out way late, and then this one they kind of, I don't know if it was an accident or not, dropping all this stuff like at once. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they usually really wean us along.
Mm-hmm.
But so much of it is really related. I don't think that they had that thick content to really string us along. I mean, they could sit there and show each collector for 3 days.
Well, I'm surprised they haven't shown like a silhouette of the level 7 giant and then like coming soon or something like that. And then the next week is when they actually show what it's going to look like. And then, I don't know.
Hey, give me something I'll use, like a level 3 witch.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Level 3 witch is definitely like overdue.
Or level 7 wall breaker or goblin. Or a level 5 dragon. Maybe they can come back into effect.
You don't get a level 7 goblin until Town Hall 11. Because you can't get level 6 goblins until Town Hall 10.
That doesn't mean they wouldn't let you do those anyway.
I know, but I hate
You can't get level 6 archers till 10, right?
I hate having 2 level upgrades within the same Town Hall. It just doesn't make sense. Just like even it out. You know what I mean? Like if you get level 7 gobs at Town Hall 10, then I should be able to get level 6 at Town Hall 9.
Yeah, but that's just you crying.
I know.
But we'll see what happens with the update, because sometimes a lot of the stuff isn't there, and there's usually a little bit more than they talked about too. So
yeah.
We'll get to play with that a little bit. We'll see what these Christmas present growing trees actually provide for us. We'll see how the 50 on 50 went, and we'll get back with you, and hopefully you enjoyed the show. I know we talk a little bit of garbage, but that's about all we know how to do. And maybe we get some informative stuff on here, get some guests. People with a little more personality than us, people with a little more pull, a little more insight into the gameplay, whether it be the company itself or a certain kind of attack, or just something of interest for us all. Because we want to learn too. We're here, we're learning with you, and I guess we'll see you next week or whenever we get a chance to do this again.
Sounds good, man. See you next time.